Let's look at what's new in version 3 of Stagetimer. This is a major version update because it really upgrades what Stagetimer can do. When you are opening a room, you can see that on the left here, there's an output links button where before there was like a share and a customize button, and the preview changed a little bit. And we're going to look at this together. The output links should look more or less the same as before. We have the controller, the operator, the viewer, agenda, and moderator links. Each one of these has a link that you can share with others and some options that we can set and look at in a bit. The real innovation here is that we can customize each of these outputs. Not the controller and operator, these are fixed, but all the other ones. This is available if you are a premium user. You can customize, and let's look at this here. In the viewer output, each element is completely up to you what you want to do with it. So we can, resize the progress bar, and we can, for example, add a clock. I want to add a clock here. Let's move it over to the right. Let's show the time zone. Let's make it bold. You have really options that gives you a lot of freedom to design this page with backgrounds, blackout color, blackout image. In the background, you can also use an image transparent if you want to overlay it over your video output, your OBS output. You can change the aspect ratio. You can say I want to have something that is for phone in portrait mode. Then it looks like this. You can say I want to have it all. I want to not only have it 16:9 right now. Let me show you this. Let's save it. Let's close it. Let's open this link in a new page. I'm going to dislodge this real quick from here. And right now, this aspect ratio is really very variable, right? Whatever your output device looks like, the output will scale to it. However, you can also lock this in place with the aspect ratio lock and force aspect ratio here. And then your output is forced into this, into this aspect ratio. So this shows you really what you can do with this new tool. If you're a pro user, you have the option to hide the Stagetimer logo, right? Then the Stagetimer branding is not visible anymore. And you can also set a password. Let's say you're sharing this view, but you only want people to have access a certain amount of time. So you can give a password, let's say secret. Show it here. It saves like this, and then it requires this password, secret. Every new room comes with these 3 default outputs. In the agenda is now much more versatile as well as before. So if I click into the element that represents the agenda, I have all these options like show the notes, show the labels, maybe remove the duration. I can play with colors, I can play with fonts. And as I do this and open it, it will show the agenda just as I designed it. Oh, it has a password. Let's check also secret. Okay. And it works just as before. And if I start my show, people can see what's going on. So this is really, really handy. We have some neat link options also. We can mirror the output, we can add a delay, we can change the time zone. So right now, let's open the output, the viewer again. Here we see that we are in ZET. And let's say I'm running this show internationally and I want to share this link with somebody in Los Angeles. So I can change this time zone to Los Angeles just for this link, right? You see here how it is encoded into the link, this time zone. The link has a signature, so it means once you copy this link, people cannot change it. They cannot alter the link as you send it to them. And as for demonstration purposes, let's also add a delay of 10 seconds, meaning every action will arrive 10 seconds late in this viewer output. And we say this is... we add an identifier, which I will show what it does in a bit. So all this information here, these link options are encoded into the link directly. I can copy this link as it is and open it up here. And as you can see, the time zone is now PST. So all the dates shown on this page will be in the Los Angeles time zone. When we're looking at the countdown, here we are at 2:20, and if we're looking over here, we just left 2:30. So this one is indeed 10 seconds behind. I can even pause this timer at 2:13, and we can watch here how it continues counting down, and will stop at 2:13, 10 seconds delayed. So really nifty. Additionally, you can add as many outputs as you want and completely customize, design them as you want. You can also do import outputs from other rooms, outputs you already designed. Maybe you have a master room where you have all your designs that you want, and once you create a new room, you just import these. Pawnee has a nice one, so we can say, here, this audience one I already created. I just want to copy it over, and here it's available now. In this new room. One nifty thing that I also want to point out very quick, we can add any text element, and in these text elements we can use these placeholders. Right now the placeholder points to the current title, that is the title intro in this case, but we have a few more placeholders available, like next title, or we can say next title end, next start. And it will show the title of the next timer item, and it will show the start time, when is it supposed to start. So this gives us much more freedom to write on these outputs whatever we need, even dynamic information. And then I pointed out that the viewer is a little bit different. So right now we are selected the default viewer, and we see exactly what the output sees. You can see the time of day that we added in the top right is also shown on this preview. However, we can say, let me quickly look on the audience output and see what they are seeing. And then we can even preview this in the controller room and use this button to quickly open it in a full page. The next thing is the live connections over here. This one has been a list before. Now it is a very kind of subtle button. It doesn't need any more than this. We still have our list here, and we have our viewer, which is called, that's how we called it before, with the identifier Los Angeles. And we can see that this one is on a 10-second delay. And in case our room is full, right, because we share too many connections and we kind of want to clear up a connection so we can give another person a link, we can kick this one out. Yeah, and the person will be kicked, and we'll remove this connection, and we can share the link again. And the last thing I wanted to point out for this new major update is the pricing page. And here you can now add some live connections. By default, the Pro plan is limited to 5 and the Premium is limited to 50. However, in some events, you may need more than that. So you can increase this number a little bit. So let's say from 5 to 20, or I want to have more than 50. I want to have 200 live connections. This will put more load on our servers. That's why there is a cost connected to it. If you hover over this info, you can see exactly how much your plan costs and how much these additional live connections will cost you here, and also for the Premium plan. Yeah, that was it for the major version update, product update 3.0. I hope this is useful to you. I'm really looking forward for your feedback. Please send us an email. Help us to know what we should work on next. We really use them to prioritize what feature we are building, and give us any feedback if you run into problems. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.